All right, time for another check of the forecast on this weather action day because high heat and high fire danger.
Oh, it's definitely been a scorcher out there.
Yes.
Meteorologist Danielle Grant here with our forecast. Danielle, please tell me we're getting some relief.
You, along with I think everyone else in Colorado. I mean, it's only the middle of June and we're already like sick of the heat, right?
Too much too soon.
Exactly. Today we touched 99 degrees, just 1 degree shy of that record that was last set back in 2012. Mid 80s, that really is where we should be for this time of the year. You think 99 was hot, triple digits around La Junta as well as Lamar this afternoon, and even out across the western slope in Grand Junction, 96 degrees. So really just a scorching hot day for many of us here in eastern Colorado. Not quite as toasty up there into northern Colorado and Fort Collins and Greeley, but still pretty warm for this time of the year. This is our camera out in and around City Park. We kick off the day with that cloud cover just blanketed much of the city. The skies parted, the blue skies and sunshine pushed through, and that really allowed our temperatures to warm up. The winds to kick up too, hence the reason we are under a weather action day because of this red flag warning. It'll continue until 9 o'clock tonight. The Denver metro area, even up to the high country, all included in this, as well as the eastern plains. You saw those humidity values. They're extremely low. We need some precipitation around here. It's just too dry, and unfortunately with these winds the way they are, we are looking pretty ripe to see some high fire danger out there. We're kind of in that 20-mile-per-hour range across the heart of the city. As we zoom out, you can see the worst of the wind off to the eastern side of the state. 52-mile-per-hour wind gusts around Burlington, 30 to 40-mile-per-hour speeds out across the far western slope. So it's a windy day, truly, across the entire state of Colorado. But the good news, a little cold front making its way into Colorado. Yes, that means a big cool-off heading our direction for tomorrow and Wednesday as well. That cooler air really will settle in by morning as our overnight lows will drop off into the mid-50s. We'll be looking at partly cloudy skies overnight, but it will be a dry front. We're not anticipating much moisture. It'll really cool off our friends up into the high country. Those temperatures falling into the 30s around Steamboat. Still not much relief in Lamar, Springfield, La Junta, with overnight lows in the 60s. So here's the futurecast. Pretty quiet the rest of this evening. By about 11 p.m. we have mostly clear skies here in Denver. A couple of clouds to wake up to tomorrow morning. Otherwise we're dry. The afternoon rolls through. Maybe one or two isolated showers trying to get going. Those mainly stay to the south of I-70, but I'm anticipating a cooler afternoon for us and relatively storm-free. The clouds, of course, will be with us throughout the afternoon, and then maybe one or two isolated storms right there about 6-7 o'clock, especially into Douglas County toward Castle Rock. That kind of looks to be the bullseye for us tomorrow. How does 75 sound? Pretty good to me, and hopefully you too. We'll stay in the upper 80s to low 90s around the southeastern corner of the state, 70s around I-76, 60s and 70s up into the high country too. So really many of us getting some much needed relief from this wild June heat. We'll stay in the low 70s on Wednesday again, then bring back the 80s Thursday and Friday, a better chance for storms. And so far, guys, the 90-degree heat, it makes a comeback for the weekend.
Thank you, Danielle. Coming up, a big opportunity for dozens of small Colorado artists. After the break, how a new market is highlighting local LGBTQ art.
It is Pride Week in Denver. The city expects nearly 500,000 people to attend this year's Pride festivities. Denver Pride Fest is happening this weekend, June 22nd and 23rd, out at Civic Center Park.
There's a parade, 5K run, a whole lot of entertainment, and live music. This year is the 50th anniversary of Denver Pride. And for the very first time, there will be a market at Pride Fest this year, specifically for a local LGBTQ artists.
I spoke with organizers of the Neighborhood Market to get a preview.
When they're fired, they just kind of melt together.
This is what Elise Goitia specializes in.
I call them my chemical paintings because they are just abstract paintings that came out of the kiln.
The ceramic artist and owner of Lita Clay Ceramics does this full time. She sells most of her work online because when it comes to in-person markets, the season is short and
You can't really get in unless you make a certain amount of money to be able to get in, or you set aside amount of money in order to be able to afford booths like that.
That's something that you'll always be able to tell with my handbags.
enter Jess Rose, a small business owner and co-founder of the Rainbow Market.
The Rainbow Market is an all queer vendor market.
Rose and others with the Rainbow Market helped organize something similar for this year's Pride Fest.
The Neighborhood.
A total of 50 local queer artists and vendors selling everything from art to jewelry at a low entry cost to those creators.
It's a way for them to get in low cost, be able to put all of their money towards their product and try to build their stock levels and then be able to showcase who they are and what kind of brand they're trying to build.
This is an opportunity that I've really only dreamt about.
Lita Clay will be selling some of her favorite pieces at that market.
I think people are really going to get to experience parts of Denver, parts of the Denver artist community that they wouldn't have had the opportunity to see otherwise.
The Neighborhood Market will be inside Pride Fest at Civic Center Park all Pride Fest weekend long.
It's Pride Month. Go support a queer artist. Go support them financially. That's what we're here for. That's how small businesses thrive.
And one more thing, organizers told me, bring a shopping bag because according to them, you're definitely going to need it.
Oh, I'll take any opportunity to shop. What a great organization. All right, well, the Denver Pride Parade is this Sunday. It starts at 9:30 a.m. at Colfax and Franklin, and it ends at Civic Center Park. More than 100,000 people are expected to watch the parade along Colfax Avenue, and Denver 7 is a proud sponsor.
And this Friday, we are celebrating those 50 years of Denver Pride. We've partnered with the Center on Colfax to mark the 50th anniversary of Denver Pride Fest. So we're dedicating 30 minutes to look back on the progress made in our LGBTQ plus community over the last 5 decades and looking ahead at what work still needs to be done.
Well, don't go anywhere. Denver 7 News at 5 continues after the break.
Coming up, an affordable housing project proposed in 5 points. Why some people say its location would hurt nearby businesses.
Plus, issues for people hoping to save from solar power. Denver 7 Investigates is looking into lengthy delays for people trying to make the switch.
Welcome back to Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Jason Grenauer.
And I'm Jessica Porter. Here's a look at some of the top stories we're following at this hour. Tonight, we know the driver that crashed through the gates at Rocky Mountain Metropolitan Airport today suffered a medical emergency leading up to the crash. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says a 47-year-old man in a pickup truck hit two small private planes. Both were empty. The driver was taken to the hospital for that medical condition and no one was injured.
We now know the driver of a semi-truck accused of causing a deadly crash on Highway 285 was in the U.S. illegally. That's according to new details today from an ICE spokesperson. The crash happened near Conifer last Tuesday. Police arrested 47-year-old Ignacio Cruz Mendoza that night. ICE officials say he was ordered to be removed from the country less than 2 weeks before that crash. ICE says he has been ordered to return to Mexico or has returned voluntarily 16 times since 2002.
And high fire danger across Colorado today. A red flag warning is in effect for Denver and other areas until 9 p.m. tonight. Heat and high winds are creating ideal conditions for wildfires to spark and quickly spread. Fire crews across the metro are on standby for any fires.
At least a dozen wildfires are burning right now out in California. The Post Fire, burning about 60 miles north of Los Angeles, is proving particularly tough for fire crews. So far, it's burned more than 15,000 acres and is 8% contained.
Right now, because we've had so much rain and not a lot of brush clearance, things like that, there's a lot to burn. So I'm nervous for the season.
More than 1,200 people were forced to evacuate across California, including hundreds of people camping over the Father's Day weekend.
Colorado fire crews are heading out to California to help. Castle Rock deployed 4 firefighters early this morning. Their union posted these pictures to its Facebook page saying the crew is on their way to help fight the Post Fire. They'll join more than 1,100 firefighters already out there trying to extinguish it.
As more and more Coloradans are interested in solar power, Denver 7 Investigates has been shining a light on the solar industry.
And we're hearing a whole lot of complaints that getting your panels installed is sometimes the easy part, but getting them hooked to the grid is a whole other story. Here's consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen.
A lot of people in Colorado are interested in solar power, but we have found a lot of people have a hard time getting the power actually turned on, like the people who live at this house in Southwest Denver. The solar panels are there, but there's no power.
I come out here and I got to see this, again, it's infuriating because this should be operational.
Rod Gomez started the process to get solar power back in December and says Freedom Solar finished installing 27 panels in April. But he's still waiting for Excel to install his new meter and give the green light to connect to the grid. He says Freedom Solar no longer responds to his questions. They took his money and he's still paying his normal Excel bill.
And when you're a retired couple living on a budget, this can really impact you.
Tonight, after the game, we're digging into what happened and where Freedom Solar has gone. Plus, the new timelines for Excel to connect solar customers and why some could get refunds. Also, we have some tips on what you need to ask before you choose your solar company. For Denver 7 Investigates, I'm Jacqueline Allen.
Tonight, the U.S. Surgeon General is calling for social media platforms to include health warnings for younger users. These warning labels would be similar to those for cigarettes and alcohol sales. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy says that there is a mental health crisis among young people. In a New York Times op-ed, he pointed to data showing teens who spend 3 or more hours a day on social media double the risk of anxiety or depression.
Social media has not been a positive experience for many young people. I think it's a trauma that young people are experiencing in their lives in terms of violence in their communities, in terms of racism and discrimination.
The Surgeon General's warning label would require congressional action before it could go into effect.
Switching gears now, finding affordable housing in Denver can be challenging, if not impossible. City leaders want to make things a little bit easier by increasing the number of affordable housing units in the city.
Denver 7's Brandon Richards shows how they plan to do that and why people in one neighborhood are raising concerns.
Jordan Dietrich has seen a lot of change since moving near Denver's Five Points neighborhood over a decade ago.
It used to be a little bit more kind of funky. Now it's a little more mild.
Five Points is one of the city's fastest growing neighborhoods, ripe for development. And with that growth comes the need for affordable housing. That's why the city's looking to build a 62 condo housing development for moderate income families where this parking lot currently sits.
That makes the American dream of homeownership very much real for 62 more families. It brings 62 more families and households to the neighborhood.
Mayor Mike Johnston hopes to build or preserve at least 3,000 affordable housing units in the city each year. Many in 5 Points applaud the effort.
Yeah, I mean, if it's affordable housing, I'm all for it.
It makes sense for growth to happen here. It's kind of old city and it's a parking lot, so it's not tearing down a historic structure or anything like that.
But progress doesn't come without a price.
Everybody wants to know when we're opening, but where are we going to park? I mean, it's crazy.
Flynn Dickerson's family owns Welton Street Cafe, which will soon reopen at its new location directly across the street from the parking lot. Parking they were counting on for customers.
Well, how is this going to work? Because we have a 100 capacity seat restaurant, and where are people going to park?
We took his concerns to the Department of Housing Stability.
But as far as replacing business parking, I don't have any information on that.
They referred us to the Departments of Finance and General Services. We're waiting to hear back. As for the affordable housing, many believe it's long overdue. In Denver, Brandon Richard, Denver 7.
Well, sticking with affordable housing, Habitat for Humanity of Metro Denver will kick off its latest development tomorrow. That project is called Augustana Homes. It's on Alameda and Fairfax. Habitat is building 8 homes next to Augustana Lutheran Church. These are renderings of what those homes would eventually look like. The church is leasing the land near its parking lot to Habitat for those homes. They'll be sold with affordable mortgages to income-qualified families.
One Denver nonprofit is helping some people get closer to buying their first home. Project I See You is giving single mothers grants of up to $10,000 to go towards buying a home. The nonprofit has given grants to 70 Colorado women worth more than $500,000. In addition to their grants, their program connects women with realtors and financial advisors to help plan for their long-term homes. One single mother in Aurora says she received $8,000 from the program and just moved into her new home with her 2 daughters.
When you are able to walk into your own home and know it's yours, that's the best part about everything.
Well, the group says they've had 156 new applicants in just the past month and are hoping to reach $1 million fundraising goal to help each one of those applicants.
Coming up next, a warning for all electric car drivers, why thieves are now targeting EV charging cables and what police are doing to try to stop them.